Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Travis Johnson for What's Really Good. And today is a special episode because it's a congratulatory episode. And the congratulations happens to go to me.
What's really good? Try that talk, why that walk, live it loud. What's really good? What's really good? Bring the heat, keep it sweet, no defeat. What's really good? What's really good?
So before I get into what the congratulations are about, my mother told me once upon a time, she was like, don't be one of those guys that just do things and you set goals and you never celebrate. So now in life, I try to take at least a moment to celebrate a goal or something that's been achieved, even if it's small, even though it may not be the hugest thing in the world. So today I am celebrating the fact that New York City has said, guess what, Travis Johnson, in our eyes, you are an official journalist. You're part of the press. So this is my New York City press pass. I'm very happy. Okay, go ahead. Cheer. Yep. I'm very happy to receive it. Let me start out by saying a person definitely does not need a press pass in order to be part of the press. So the Constitution, the Supreme Court has already said, if you consider yourself, so if you're calling yourself press and you're out here and you're gathering information, you're gathering news, you're gathering different, putting together different stories, then you are a part of the press. Now, in order to be a journalist that needs particular access to places when you're covering stories, when you're getting, when you're doing your news gathering, that's where you're going to need a press pass. So for example, if you're covering something as simple as an accident, in order to cover that accident properly, you're going to need to get beyond those police lines. You're going to need to maybe get inside the building. You're going to need to be right up personal and get some type of footage and be able to deliver do your interview or deliver, your commentary to the people. So that's where press pass comes into it. And I tell you what was the straw in the camel's back for me. I considered myself to be a journalist way before I got a press pass. So not long ago, though, I'm not gonna front. So maybe I've been a journalist less than a year. I added journalism to my resume at the Puffy trial. I didn't go to the trial to be a journalist. I didn't go to the trial to start covering cases or to start covering information. But as a result of being at the trial, I felt as though, that was probably something that I wanted to do. And as I started to do it, I started to love it. Now I'm in love with it. So I'm going to be one of your favorites. But getting back to things, what was the straw in the camel's back, which actually made me go and get a press pass? So I've been covering different things, and I'm covering. First of all, I don't like to just get on this microphone and talk. I don't like to be too opinionated. I don't want people to necessarily believe what I believe. I want you to believe what you believe, but I also want you to know that, guess what? I have some additional information to give you. So I want to be an information gatherer. I create content just like others, but I want to pretty much, when I'm on this microphone, I want to be an information giver. So in order to be an information giver, that means that you have to make sure that the information that you're getting is accurate. So I like to cover situations or cases or stories in which I know somebody that is attached, or I may know somebody that's involved, or I know somebody that's attached to the situation. So at least I know that I'm getting firsthand information. So the same information that they would tell their friend is the same information that I'm going to be telling you, pretty much. So with that being said, I had been covering some different things, but it was the New York Knicks parade. It was the New York Knicks parade. And I said, I need a press pass. And I'm going to tell you why. So I was down at the parade and I knew a couple of people, and that gave me the ability to get through a couple of different checkpoints. But I wanted to get right on the parade route. I wanted to be able to do whatever I wanted to. I wanted to be right in the street. And I wanted to be able to speak to some people, do some interviews. I wanted to speak to, and I seen some rappers that I know. I wanted to be able to speak to them. And when I got to that last checkpoint, that was the checkpoint that they asked for the press pass. And it was at that moment that Trav knew he needed a press pass. So, like I said, today I am a proud member of the New York City Press, and What it's got me thinking about is what I'm going to cover next. There's a lot of stuff swirling around right now. The Nolan Wells case is is you see what it is. I mean, but I don't, as I said a moment ago, I don't know anybody that's connected to the situation or even loosely connected to the situation. So it's not a situation. It's not in court yet. There's no docket number. So there's no, I don't feel as though I would have any facts to give up. And like I said, I don't want to give non-facts on my channel. So with that being said, first of all, if you said congratulations anytime doing this video, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Furthermore, like the video, share the video with somebody. Keep watching. Make sure you make it over to bgftv.com, the new home of independent entertainment. Peace.